Are you looking to move to Mason County and keep housing costs down? You'll be surprised how much value you can get from lakefront communities to that golf course living here in Mason County without paying Olympia area home prices. Today, I'm breaking down the most affordable neighborhoods in Mason County, one by one, what homes really cost here today, the HOA information that you need to know, and amenities that you get for that. Also, how these locations compare when commuting to Olympia or Tacoma. Let's dive in. I'm Christine Anderson with eXp Realty, and I'm your local Mason County Realtor. I help relocation buyers just like you every week find great value in this market. Today, you'll learn about neighborhood pricing, community perks like private lakes, golf courses, private restaurants, and how far you'll actually drive if you do have to commute to Olympia or Tacoma. This matters because lifestyle and commute time can be a make or break for a relocation decision. All right, the first neighborhood we are breaking down is Shorecrest. Shorecrest is a very unique water-driven community. Homes typically sit in that $300,000 price range, so $300,000 up to $400,000. You will get occasionally more in any of these communities when you talk about waterfront, but those are fewer homes and they're not on the market as much, so we're kind of just leaving those ones out of most of the equations. These home prices are under what you would expect for most of the Puget Sound area. Here in Shorecrest, you're going to get community swimming pool, you have community park, there's a clubhouse, picnic areas, sports courts, playgrounds, a boat launch that goes into the sound, and you get a real sense of neighborhood. The HOA supports all of these. The vibe is relaxed and outdoorsy, perfect for buyers who want nature and recreation without paying beachfront premiums. As of today, the HOA runs about $22.50 a month. You have community water there, and then everyone's on their own private septic. From Shorecrest, you're about 45 minutes to Olympia and about an hour from Tacoma, which is not bad for that kind of setting. And that is your backyard with this community. All right, number 2, we're talking about Fawn Lake. Okay, Fawn Lake is on that south side of Shelton. So that very, very first exit on the 101 on the south side. All right, so Fawn Lake is a gated neighborhood built around a private, non-motorized lake. Homes here have recently ranged roughly from about $200,000 up towards the $400,000, depending on lot size and updates and the type of home. There's gonna be a lot more smaller homes, some older manufactured homes that are on the water. Here you're paying for lake access, parks, the sports courts, tennis, basketball, picnic zones, swimming areas, and that gated community. And they're very strict about that gated community. There's also a little clubhouse there. So it's a neighborhood where families and active buyers tend to love the community atmosphere. As of today, the HOA is $1,400 a year, so roughly $116 a month. You get community water, and most are on private septics. There's a few homes or areas that share a community drain field, but you have your own septic and pump on site. Commute-wise, you're only 25 minutes to Olympia and about an hour-ish to Tacoma. Definitely reasonable trade-offs for lake living and the home prices that you'll pay. Number 3, we have Timber Lake. All right, so Timber Lakes is another community based around 2 private lakes. You have Big Timber Lake and Little Timber. The home values here really range, okay? You can see as low as about like $250,000 all the way up to that like $450,000, $475,000 mark. It really depends on what type of home. You have a mix of manufactured homes and stick-built homes, older homes, and newer homes. And then it depends on the lot and location, of course. The HOA here supports both lakes. You have multiple boat ramps. You have fishing. You have parks, so many playgrounds, sports courts for basketball. There's community events that happen all year round. They do like trick-or-treating, Easter egg hunts. The community really draws together here at Timber Lake. So this is building that strong neighborhood connection. You often see people out walking about, just enjoying the nature that's around them. Also, deer. There are so many deer out there. They will become your neighbor, whether you want it or not. So as of today, the HOA is $266 a year, or about $22 a month. You get community water, and then you're on your own private septic. And just like Shorecrest, you can expect about 45 minutes to Olympia and a little about an hour to Tacoma. Number 4 on our list is Lake Limerick. Now, let's talk about Lake Limerick, arguably one of the best values in Mason County. All right, here you have a neighborhood that again is centered around 2 lakes and a 9-hole golf course. Members here, they get a private restaurant that's on the waterfront. If you're on the lake or put your boat in the water, you can go water skiing all day and then drive up to the dock, get out and get yourself a drink and some fish and chips or steak, depending on what you're in the mood for. It's a great option and people who live in the community absolutely love it. There's many parks around, you have a sports court, pickleball, and then like I said, you have that 9-hole golf course. So in the golf course, there is a pro shop, super friendly managers there and people that will work with you and get your golfing dreams made. In the summer, there are lessons that they offer. And then there's the cafe that's attached to the pro shop that has breakfast and lunch most days of the week. I also go into a lot of detail on Lake Limerick in my Lake Limerick video, so make sure to check that one out too. Here in Lake Limerick, you're about 40 minutes to Olympia and about an hour and 10 minutes to Tacoma. If lifestyle is a priority, this is one of the best deals in the county. As of today, the HOA is only $128 a month, and it does have community water, and you're on your own private septic. All right, number 5, we have Lake Cushman. Lake Cushman is a little different. You are in the mountain, okay, at the foot of the Olympic National Park. So homes are individually owned, but most up here are going to be on a 99-year leasehold. That is where the land is leased through Tacoma Power to Lake Cushman Company. Leaseholds are not common, but they're also not unheard of. It is important to check with your lender though when you are looking up there to make sure that you get the right loan type from the beginning. So homes up here can be smaller cabins, they can have majestic cabin feeling, you can have manufactured homes, stick built, there's so many options here and many different divisions. So make sure you check with your local realtor when you're going up so that you know what the different CCRs are and what divisions offer what amenities, because some divisions have their own private amenities like a park just for those that live in that division. The price range for homes up here are in that mid 200,000s up to the upper 300,000s, 400,000, depending on if you're going to be on the golf course or not, because yes, you do have the lake around, but there's also a golf course, along with other amenities. So you have swimming areas, boat launches, playgrounds, sports courts, barbecue grills, picnic areas, there's hiking access nearby. And so if you're on the golf course, you're gonna be paying a little bit more premium for that lot. The HOA dues run $134 a month, just like 5 minutes off of the 101 from Hoodsport. So 5 minutes to Hoodsport where you have a cute little town. Check out my walkability video because I do cover more on that, but you have a cute little Hoodsport town. It has a library, a grocery store, coffee shop, distillery, like wine bar, restaurants. I mean, kind of like a little bit of everything, a little post office, Ace Hardware. So you are only 5 minutes to there. And then you're about 45 or 50 minutes to Olympia and an hour and 20 minutes to Tacoma. So for what amenities you get and the lifestyle choice of living nearly in the mountains and surrounded by nature, 50 minutes might be worth the trade-off for you. Now, if nature and peace of mind matter, then a short commute, or if you're looking for a second home or a summer getaway, or winter if you like some snow, this could be a compelling option. You get mountains and lakes around. It's gorgeous. All right, number 6 on our list is the south side of Shelton. This isn't a gated community with a formal HOA, but it's a defined area with strong affordability and convenience. Prices here in Mason County start in the mid 200,000s and go up to 400,000-ish, depending on the age of the home and the stick-built factor and the lot size, right? You'll find a good mix of older homes, some newer builds, and then lots that don't carry association fees. If you don't want an HOA and you want to be having a closer commute to Olympia, this might be your neighborhood. You have proximity to schools, grocery stores, the hospital, the mill if you're working at the mill, and all those downtown railroad shops. This area of Shelton is only about 25 minutes to Olympia and 1 hour to Tacoma. You are going to be on public water and city sewer, so no septics and no community water. All right, so let's recap. Shorecrest is for water access, swimming pools, and parks. Fawn Lake and Timber Lakes offer private lakes, community feel, and events. Fawn Lake is the gated community. Lake Limerick, you get 2 lakes, a 9-hole golf course, private restaurant, public cafe, parks, restaurants, sports courts. Lake Cushman, you have that mountain lake lifestyle. You have a golf course and parks. South Shelton, you have everyday convenience and affordability. No HOA. So all of these are more affordable than many places in and around Olympia area and Tacoma. And they each offer different lifestyle perks that you need to weigh based on your goals. Before we wrap up, I want to hear from you. Which neighborhood really feels like home to you? Do you want the lake life? Do you want the golf course? Do you want that mountain feel? Or are you just looking for convenience and affordability? One of these is going to be a good fit for you. Drop your answer in the comments below. If this is helpful, make sure to hit that like button because it helps others just like you who are trying to relocate here find this video. And if you're serious about relocating to Mason County, I would love to help you. I help relocation buyers just like you every week find homes in all of these communities. I can send current listings and pricing straight to your inbox. Contact information is in the description below, but also right here, 360-229-6772. My name is Christine Anderson. I'm with eXp Realty, and I'm your local Mason County Realtor, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video.